Hey, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining the call. So, let me quickly introduce you to some of the common terms we use and also explain you about the two bots which we are using and also explain you how best to use uh, during on trending days. If there is a big uptrend or downtrend, we will make huge profits, thousands of dollars. But if there is a choppy day, that is where it is important to know how to quickly adjust or how to configure, how to make certain changes. So we'll discuss about those all those topics today, right? Let me first share you. I hope everyone can see the screen. So these are some common terms which you all need to understand, which you all need to write because sometimes during the right the chat messages, I will be sharing some of these terms. So it is better if you all understand these things. It will be easy. So what is EA? EA is nothing but evaluation account, right? Most of you are using the bots with right, with Epic. That means instead of using our money, we can use the proprietary funds money where they do a paper evaluation first. Once we complete a target, they will give the real money. So EA is nothing but evaluation account. PA is performance account. That means the real money. So we start making profits once we get this performance account, and whatever profits you make, first $25,000 is yours, and then 90% is yours, and 10% is theirs. So these the first two terms which you all need to remember whenever I say EAPA. It is evaluation account, performance account. If I use NT, that is nothing but Ninja Trader, right? Ninja Trader is the main brokerage supported by Apex. So we'll be right. Our bots are developed on Ninja Trader so that we can take advantage of this Apex system. So NT stands for Ninja Trader, and R Pro, Rhythmic Pro. This is another software which this Apex will provide us, so that Rhythmic Pro will be tracking our profits and losses, whatever trades we take in the paper account or performance account. This Rhythmic Pro will be checking each and everything. Okay, are we on target or are we close to stop loss? That software. So R Pro, or it is nothing but Rhythmic Pro. Then TP, right? Because we have a target profit, a stop loss in our bot. So TP stands for target profit, SL stands for stop loss. And then we'll be generally using these tickers, right? Like NQ or EMD, ESU, GC. GC stands for gold. CL is like crude oil. RTY is Russell. So now we are mainly working with September contracts. Only for gold, we are doing December. So December means you have GC and then you have a suffix of Z, then 2023. NQ for all September, it will be U. For all October, it will be right W, X, Y, Z like that. So NQU, that means NQ of September. Generally for NQ, EMD, ES, we will have every 3 months we'll have a contract. That means once right end of August, instead of trading NQU, we'll be trading NQZ 2023, EMDZ 2023, ESZ 2023, like that. So for now, there's YM. If we are trading YM, that means we are trading Dow Jones. If we are trading RTY, that is we are trading Russell 2000. If we are trading crude oil, CL, that is we are trading crude oil. So we are basically expecting that, okay, by end of so and so time period, we are expecting crude oil will be low or crude oil will go up or go down. Based on that, we are taking a long or short. And if it goes in the direction which we anticipated, we'll make a nice profit. So these are some of the terms or some of the tickers which you all need to know. And then as of now, right, again, we are developing 4 to 5 various strategies, some strategies for swing, some strategies for day trading, scalping. But as of now, we released first two strategies or first two bots. The first bot which we released is Alpha Spectrum bot, right? What is bot? Bot is nothing but a robot, right? Bot is a short form for robot, right? Instead of manually we doing the things, we are basically using a software to do those things. So again, these are not 100% robots which will do each and everything. These are like 80%. They will reduce 80% of your work. You have to do 20% of the work, right? Initially in the configuration, or maybe right, every half an hour, 1 hour, just you check whether there is no internet connection disconnection, or suddenly market turn to choppy or something. But 80% of it will take the trades. It will whenever it sees there is a good buy opportunity, it does it. Whenever it sees a sell opportunity, it does it, based on the time frame which we select the candles. So what is this alpha spectrum bot? Whenever I say bot 1, that is alpha spectrum, right? This particular alpha spectrum bot is best for scalping, right? It basically looks quickly for buy opportunity and sell opportunity, right? It is not only for day trading, it is also for scalping, means much more aggressive, much more quicker bot, which will be immediately looking at buy and sell opportunities. If I use a 5-minute candle, it will look for 1 or 2 candles, and then it will decide, okay, should I take buy or should I take sell? For example, it takes a buy and then it will wait again after 2-3 candles. Again, if it starts going down, then immediately it will close the buy position and open a short position. So always it will be in either a buy trade or in a sell trade, unless we give a target and stop loss. If we put a target or stop loss and if it hits it, then it will wait for the next signal to come and then it will take a signal. Otherwise, if you are not giving any target or stop loss, it will be always either in a buy or in a sell. So if there is a uptrend, right, that means if there is a 15-20 point move on ES, if a 50-60 point move on NQ, either side, right, it can be upside or downside, we can make huge profits. But if it just keeps on just going for 10 minutes up, 10 minutes down, 10 minutes up, 10 minutes down, that is where we may have some small losses. Generally, right, so this particular bot is good to run during US market hours, right? First 15 minutes, there will be a lot of up and down, right? Suddenly, some stocks will move up, suddenly they will go down. So first 15 minutes is always, right? Unless you are very experienced, unless you are using hotkeys and other things, right? It is very difficult for bots also, because for 5 minutes it may go up, then it takes a buy. Next 5 minutes it will come down, because there is a lot of volatility in the first 15 minutes. So it is always, for low risk traders, it is advised to avoid that first 15 minutes of volatility. And then medium risk, right? If you want to take low risk, just start at 8:45. If you want to take medium risk, where you can start from 6 a.m. Central till 3 p.m. Central, you are okay to take high risk, right? You are saying, okay, my risk is only $17. There might be some situations where, right, for example, yesterday night there was some bad news related, or bonds, everything went up. China CPI was high, or Japan, there was some banking issues. Suddenly everything dropped. So 40% of the time, if there is some negative news, there might be some war rumor between China and Taiwan, or there might be some COVID cases going up again. So such type of things, 40% of the time we may have volume during night time, but 60% of the time generally you will have volume during US market hours. So it is up to you. If you are a high risk taker, you don't worry about $17. Then you can write $17 is like the monthly payment which you pay to Apex for the first month, if you got the 90% off. Then you can run for 23 hours. Or you are a conservative, you don't want to even, right, lose that, and you want to trade very carefully, then just run between 9:45 to 2:45 p.m. Central. So everyone's risk profile is different. Everyone's right, what they want to achieve is different. So it is up to you. If you are a low risk trader, high risk trader, or medium risk trader, depending on your circumstances, you can decide which time frame you want to do, right? As I told you, the various examples like suddenly CPI, China's CPI news, or China inflation news, or Japan banking news, or some earthquake, some war rumors, some Fitch downgrading all the JP Morgan, Bank of America, or US rating system, or right, such type of things. Or so suddenly this China says that we are banning all the chip stocks from US. If such type of news are there, then there will be a lot of volume even during night time, and there can be a lot of up move or down move. And if our bots are enabled, to run 23 hours. Then even during night time also they can write today morning. By the time we got up, bots gave $1,500, $2,000 profit on NQES, various tickers. But there might be some days where there may not be any volume, right? Very low volume. That means if you have 100 buyers, you have 100 sellers, then it will be like a choppy condition. So this bot or any bot, right? Any of these bots will work well if there is a big up move or down move. That means either you have high number of buyers compared to sellers, or you have more number of sellers compared to buyers. Right? There should be somebody should be dominating the others, where there will be a big movement either upside or downside. Then these bots will give huge profits. But if there is a flat, that means you have 50 buyers, 50 sellers, or 50 buyers, 51 sellers, then there won't be much movement. It will be just moving 1 point up, again 1 point down, 1 point up, 1 point down. So, right, you need volatility, right? You don't need huge volatility, but you need some volatility. You need some change in the prices to make profits. If it is not moving at all, then we won't make profits, or bots will not make profits. So, for example, today morning after the retail sales data, we had a up move. Again, there was a down move. Right later, after 11, again it became choppy. So choppy means basically you have equal number of buyers and equal number of sellers. Nobody is dominating the other. So that is where the choppiness comes into picture. So generally, right, by default, we will use 5 minutes Heikin-Ashi charts, right, for the first one. So let me show you the Ninja Trader. So by default, right, our algo is alpha spectrum, right, our first algo. So for example, right, you can see, right, today morning after the retail sales data around 7:30 Central, there was a big up move. And then again, there was a big down move. That means we got a sell here, and then we got a buy here. Right after, again we bought here, we sold here. But you can see what is the size of the band here. It is a huge gap between the lower band and upper band. That means there is a nice volatility, nice momentum in the price. Then you will make nice gains. But once you see, right, you see that the band, right, it is like a squeezed. So, right, the difference between your upper band and lower band is getting smaller and smaller. That means the number of buyers and sellers are becoming same. That is where you will have choppiness, right? Because it is buying here, immediately you have the upper band here, it is selling here, buying here, selling here. So we may make losses when this gets more and more. So by default, we'll run it on 5 minutes. So when this type of scenario happens, right? When this choppy scenario happens, that means generally after first 2 hours, market generally the volume gets reduced. We can change it to, instead of 5 minutes, what I can do Heikin-Ashi 2 minutes. Right? Instead of waiting for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it may just wait for 2 minutes and 2 minutes now. So you will make more profits when, if market is an uptrend or downtrend, 5 minutes is the best thing. But if market suddenly moves to a choppy situation, a choppy scenario, then one alternate is change it to a 2-minute time frame candle, right? Because when we are moving it to 2 minutes, what will happen is, instead of waiting for 5 plus 5, 10 minutes, now it will only wait for 2 plus 2, 4 minutes, and then take a decision. So from here to here, right, we will make more profits compared to a 5-minute time frame, right? I hope that is the first point which you all need to understand. Let me also enable the chat. So in case if someone has some questions, you can put it in the chat window. Right? So if there is a huge gap, then we'll make profits either 2-minute or 5-minute. But if band is getting smaller and smaller, generally when it gets smaller and smaller, right, what type of scenarios it will become smaller and smaller is generally if if you have, for example, tomorrow there is FOMC, right? So these big market players don't want to take a risk now, because tomorrow suddenly if uh, they decide to increase the rate hikes, market might move in a different way. If they decide to pause the rate hikes, it might move in a different way. If they decide to completely right increase the rate hikes, there might be more, market might go down. So today they won't be investing millions of dollars into the market. So that's why you saw that choppiness in the market after first, because of the retail market, retail sales data was, there was a good up move, and again it went down, and again it moved to choppy. So if you have any event today, right? For example, CPI is done, FOMC is done, job reports, retail sales. Then if there is a positive catalyst, you will have a big up move. If there is a negative catalyst, you will have a down move. But tomorrow, if there is an event, then people will be more cautious. They won't be doing a lot of buying and selling. They will be waiting for the event to happen. Once the event is done, right? And also one more thing everybody need to remember is these market makers, what they will try to do, they will try to bring the for example, today CPI retail sales data, they brought the market down, right? Exactly at 7:30 central, they brought it down, and then it went up 20-25 points up on ES and 100-150 points on NQ. So because they want retail traders to lose, they will, because once they bring it down, if you have stop loss, it will hit all the stop loss, and then they will take it. So if you want to take low risk, wait for 1-2 minutes after the news is released, and then look at the direction, right? And then take the trades. If you do before the event, suddenly sometimes they will bring it down and then they will take it up. So if you have stop loss enabled, it will hit the stop loss and then it will reach targets. Right, that is one tip you all need to remember. If there is CPI, FOMC, job reports, retail sales, market makers will try to bring it down and then they will take it up. So that is one thing. So one day before, or right, generally you will see choppiness when you have these major events. Also, if you have some holiday season, right, Christmas season, or you have some off days, right, for trading, such type of days, you will have a choppy scenario. So generally, first 2.5 hours of the US market will have good volume. So 8:30 to 11 will have, but again, first 15 minutes we want to avoid. So 8:45 to 11 is good time where you will have good volume. 11 to 2 p.m. is where generally volume will be less. And generally they move very right with in a small range. So if there is a big uptrend or downtrend, running on 5 minutes is best, right? If you run on 2 minutes, what will happen, right? Even though it is in a uptrend direction, even there is a small pullback, it will close the buy trade. It will take a sell trade. Again, within 1 or 2 minutes, again it will start going up. Again, after 2-3 minutes, again it will close the sell trade. Again it will. So you will have unnecessary, right, a lot of trades if you are on 2 minutes in a uptrend or downtrend. But if it is a choppy situation, better to be in a smaller time frame when it is in a big uptrend or downtrend. So again, you may ask when I can expect uptrend or downtrend. Whenever you have these events, after that event is done, right? After 2 to 3 minutes after that news is released, right? Tomorrow FOMC after 2 p.m. we will see a huge up move or down move. Today morning we had a retail sales. After 1 or 2 minutes, you saw a big up move, big down move, like that. Or generally within first 2.5 hours on a normal day, we'll see a good trend. In other hours, generally it will be choppy scenario. One day before or holiday, one day before the major events or holidays. So what is the alternate? Right? Again, it is helping you for 80% of it. You need to put only 20% of the effort. If these type of events are there, just keep it on 5 minutes and leave it. Or you can, whenever you see that okay, market, right, the bands are getting squeezed, then immediately from 5 minutes you change the candle to 2 minute time frame, right? That's what I did right here. So basically I went to the chart, right? Instead of 5 minute Heiken Ashi, I just change it to 2-minute Heiken-Ashi. That's it. That's what you do, right? You don't need to do anything else. Then instead of waiting for 5-minute candle, it will start waiting for 2-minute candle, and then it will take the trade. So your losses will be minimized. So that is one option, one alternate option to make profits even in the choppy scenarios. Right? If uptrend or downtrend, there is no question. You will make nice gains. Whenever it turns to choppy, that is where if you keep 5 minutes, because if it may go 5, 10, 5, 6 minutes up, 5, 6 minutes down, 5, 6 minutes up, 5, 6 minutes down, that is where the bots can give you losses. So to avoid that, you can change time frame to 2-minute time frame, or there is one more option, which is instead of Heiken-Ashi candles, we have another candlestick pattern called as Renko charts or Ninja Renko charts, right? We have normal candles, we have Heiken-Ashi candles, we have Renko candles, right? For example, you can see, right? If you see this one, let me change it back to 5 minutes, right? You can see that, right? Let me first change it to a normal Japanese candle. So you see a lot of, right? There's a lot of choppiness, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. So to avoid this much choppiness, we are using Heiken-Ashi candles, which will reduce some of the choppiness. But even if we have choppiness with this, then what we can do is we can use something called as Renko charts, which will, right? If there is no price move, it won't print any bars, right? It is not like every 5 minutes it should print a candle. It is not like based on time frame. Only when there is a good amount of price move, either it will print a red or it will print a green candle. So for example, right, the same thing today, if we had used, right, this is the ES chart, right? If we used a Heiken-Ashi, whereas this is instead of using Heiken-Ashi, if you use Renko, right? Renko chart, what you can do, I already shared you the software. You can go here, right? You in the Ninja Renko, you have like different bars, right? Just like in Heiken-Ashi, you have 1 minute, 5 minute, daily, or in the normal Japanese candles you have. In the same way, in the Ninja Renko, you have 8x4, 20x4, right? So some of you may ask how to configure it. You have to click on the configure button and then go to Ninja Renko, and then you can do add. For example, you want to do 12x6. Then you put 12 is the brick size and 6 is the trend threshold. That's it. It will add a 12x6 size. Like that, whichever size you want to add, you can add all those sizes here, right? And so what it will do is it will avoid all the choppiness, right? We got a buy here or we got a sell here. It waited all this time to take a buy. Again, it waited for next maybe 1-2 hours. It took all this, you made profits, and then again it took a sell. So it will avoid a lot of trades and it will give better results. So one option is from 5 minutes you can change it to 2-minute time frame whenever you see choppiness. The second option is you can just enable this Ninja Renko candles and you can set it up so that if there is choppiness, it will not doing buy and sell. Unless it sees a big movement, it won't change the direction. It will be in the same direction. Let us do a quick right. Uh, let us do a quick strategy analyzer using various candles. Right. Let us take NQ. Right. I am right. I want to run from, let us say 717. I want to run till August 15th. And I am, for example, I am running using Heiken-Ashi. If I do Heiken-Ashi, Okay, sorry, I did not select the strategy. Let me select our alpha spectrum. Right, I am just disabling stop loss target for now, and I am just running it. So again, from back test, right, it may not be 100% perfect, but it is showing that if we use this strategy, approximately 189 gross profit, 26K loss, 163, right, which is approximately 62% profit. On average, winning trade is $475. Losing trade average is $115. There's a profit factor of nearly 7. That means for every $1 you lose, you may make $7. Right? Let us only take 5% of it. Right? Let us not worry about 150K, 160K. Even if we make $4,000, that is a good amount for that month. And now instead of, so what is the success rate here? Approximately 62%. Right? 66% on the long positions, 59% on the short positions. Now, instead of using Heiken-Ashi, let us use Ninja Renko, right? And generally for NQ, 12/4 is preferred option. So let's try with that. Yeah, it is still running. It is so right, because it avoids a lot of choppiness. Right, again, right, let us don't assume that we'll make $1 million, but the overall profit percentage is like approximately 70% now, right? Compared to 60% with Heiken-Ashi, it increases the overall profit percentage. Average winning trade is approximately $128. Losing trade is $20. So even if we make 1% of it, 2% of it, which is good enough, more than enough that 1 month, right? So like this, you can run for whichever ticker you want, right? Instead of NQ, you want to check it for GC, right? Let us check it for GC, right? GC, crude oil, whichever you want, right? And you can do the same thing with, you can try with Heiken-Ashi, you can try with Ninja Renko, you can try with normal Japanese candles. But basically what this one will do is it will avoid a lot of choppiness. It will reduce the noise, right? For example, last 3-4 months was pure uptrend, right? It was going up like anything, NQES. So for that time frame, Heiken-Ashi was good. Suddenly in last 1 week to 10 days, again it is like little downtrend, or it is in the choppy mode. So that's why, based on the situation, based on the market conditions, we need to be adaptable, and we need to make changes to our candlesticks or to our time frames, right? That's what we, for example, right, with GC, you are looking at approximately 68% success rate, around 120, right? Again, remove 10, even 12,000 is good enough, right? So like that, basically, right? Again, instead of Ninja Renko, if you use Ikanashi and do it on a 5 minutes, right? Now success is 68 with Ninja Renko, right? It is approximately 55%, right? So the profit percentage increases when you start using Ninja Renko, because it avoids a lot of, right? Again, if you see this example, right? Let me show you gold example, right? This is gold, right? With our normal Heiken-Ashi. So you had a buy, you had a sell, you had a buy, you had a sell. So Initially, there was a good movement, but later there was a sell, and then after 1-2 hours, things became choppy. And then, so here we made nice gains, but later it became so choppy. So buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, right? Not much movement. Same thing if I use this one, right? There was only 2 or 3 trades, so right? If I used Ninja Renko candles, you had a buy, you had a sell, you had a sell. So right, compared to this one, you had a buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. There were more than 12, 13 trades. Whereas here, right, we are just looking at 3 or 4 trades. So that's why your overall success rate increases, your overall profits increases, because it removes a lot of choppiness, right? Again, if market is completely uptrend or downtrend, like last 6 months, then your Heikinashi is good, because it will just go on, keep on making money, or it will keep on going down. But if it is in this type of situation, if it is in a small squeeze like this, right, 5 minutes moving up, 5 minutes coming down, that is where your Ninja Renko candles will help you, right? So I hope that is clear for everyone. So you have 2 options. Whenever it is uptrend, downtrend, we can sleep peacefully. You don't even need to worry. You can be on all your office calls or whatever you are doing. You can do your primary job without any worry, right? If it is like 2020 market, 2021 market, stocks keep on going up after the COVID, then they keep on going up, up, up. So then you don't even need to touch anything. You keep it on 5 minutes, it will keep on going up. ES will keep on going up, NQ will keep on going up, crude oil will keep on moving up. You make nice profits at the end of the day. There won't be any closing trades also. You will have one trade, it will keep on go. Or 2022 market where everything was keep on going down, right? That also is good. But if market is in a small range, then you have 2 options. One is you change the time frame from 5 minutes to 2 minutes on Heikinashi, or you use these Ninja Renko candles, Ninja Renko charts, and you can put them. So for choppy market, Ninja Renko is best. If it is uptrend or downtrend, your Heikinashi is the best one. So that is about your bot one, which is alpha spectrum, which is good for scalping, day trading. It will be looking at immediate ups and downs. If there is a big uptrend or downtrend, we'll make huge money. If there is choppiness, we may lose. But again, to avoid the losses, either you reduce the time frame or you change your candlestick pattern to Ninja Renko candlestick pattern, so that you will reduce losses, or even in the choppy situation also you can make profits. Then the second one is our alpha momentum, right? This is our second bot. So this is little different compared to the first one, right? First one is more aggressive strategy. If it is a uptrend or downtrend, you make huge gains. If there is choppy also, your losses will be high. This is where you make, even in choppy also, your losses will be less. It is like a medium risk and medium returns type of strategy, right? It is not for scalping, it is more for day trading. That means still you will open and close the trades, but you won't be that much aggressive compared to the first one. First one is more for high risk traders who want to make high returns, or okay to take losses if it is choppy. This is the second type of strategy, which is for medium risk, moderate risk traders. So it gives nice gains. Again, if you have uptrend or downtrend, it will also give huge gains. But if it is choppy, the losses will be less compared to the bot one. Again, 5 minutes Heikinashi is preferred generally whenever you have this 10 days, right, where there are news events like CPI, FOMC, job reports, retail sales, earnings, like earnings of Tesla, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia. Because when you have those earnings, either market will go up or go down based on the earning news. So if you are in this strategy and suddenly it becomes choppy. So here, instead of reducing the time frame, you can increase the time frame, right? Because it works in a different logic, it works in a different calculations. So here your option one, right? If it is uptrend, downtrend, again, you don't need to worry at all. Only if it is going sideways, for bot to what you can do from 5 minutes, you can change it to 10 minutes or 15 minutes time frame. Then it will reduce your losses, because right, it will have low losses compared to bot one, but even if you want to reduce that, you can increase the time frame, right, to 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Or you can again do the same thing, use Ninja Renko charts instead of Heikin-Ashi charts. So again, if there is a big uptrend or downtrend, Heikin-Ashi will give nice profits. But if there are the choppy situation, Heikin-Ashi also may result in some losses. So if you want to avoid those, again, right, you cannot completely avoid losses, but you want to reduce those losses from the choppy situation, then you will basically use the Renko setup, right? Ninja Renko. For even this strategy also, you can either use Heikin-Ashi or you can use the Renko, right? Again, let us take an example, right? This is our right. Let me remove spectrum and let me add momentum, right? I am just enabling the strategy, apply, okay. So here, right, it might be little better compared to spectrum, but still you have buy, sell, all these things, right? You have, it took a buy, it went up, sell. Again, it came down, it took a buy, it went up, sell. So the losses are less compared to the previous one. But here also, if there is choppiness, we'll have the similar problem. So instead of 5 minutes, you change it to 2 minutes, right? Here you have to increase the time frame, right? So instead of 5 minutes, you may, right, configure. I can actually add. So now your losses got reduced, right? So for strategy one, what you will do is you will reduce the time frame. For bot two, your first option is you will reduce the increase the time frame. If you are in 5 minutes, you increase it to 15 minutes. Then your choppiness will go away, right? It won't take too many trades, right? Earlier you saw, right? In 5 minutes, you had so many trades, right? When there was a big move, we made nice profits. When there was a down move, we made profits. But when it is like this, buy, sell, there were nearly 6 to 7 trades, 8 trades. At that point of time, you just increase the time frame, and then you won't have that many trades, right? Overall, today we had only 4 or 5. Or you just go to Ninja Renko and select something like, that's it, 9/3, right? You had just one buy, then a big sell, again a small buy, there was another sell. So it will reduce lot of noise and reduce losses due to choppiness and increase your profits. I hope you got it right. So for bot one, whenever uptrend or downtrend, bot one, bot two will make huge gains, right? I think everyone is clear about that. Whenever there is choppiness, whether you do trade manually, whether you do with bots, whatever it is, when it is choppy, that means it is just moving up and down, up and down, up and down. It is, for everyone, it is very difficult to make profits, or everybody will be making losses. But to reduce the loss, or to also right, make the choppy condition also to make us gains, on bot one you will reduce the time frame from 5 minutes to 2 minutes. On bot two, you will increase the time frame from 5 to 15 if you are using Heikin-Ashi. Or you can just switch your candlestick pattern to Ninja Renko, and you will just change it so that it will avoid all those choppy trades. Unless there is a big move, it won't take the other side of the direction, right? It is not like for every candle it should do a buy or sell. It will see for a big moves, then only it will make a right change in the color. So that is the advantage, right? You have to. So I already shared you the Ninja Renko files in the channel. You have to import those files, and then if you go here, you will see the Ninja Renko option. Once you, if you want to add more of these like 8x4, 20x4, 12x4, you have to just click on configure, select the Ninja Renko, and then click on add or edit or remove, right? If you want to add more options like this, you will say add, and then you will put 8x6, just for example, right? Okay, 8 bar 6. 6 is my threshold. Then it got added. If I want to edit it, I want to make it 8x3. Right, I did that. Or you want to remove it, just select that, click on remove. Okay. Right, I hope everyone is clear. So bot 1 or bot 2, uptrend, downtrend, no issues. I can actually 5 minutes will work well. If there is a choppy situation, you reduce the time frame on the bot 1, 2 minutes, or you change your candlestick pattern to Ninja Renko candlestick pattern. On the bot 2, you increase the time frame to 15 minutes. It will reduce the losses. It will reduce the choppiness, or you just go and change it to Ninja Renko charts instead of Fibonacci charts. Right? I hope everyone is clear with all the terms. And why, right? Because if there is no volatility, right? To make money, if you are buying, it should move up. If you are selling, it should go down. But if it is not moving anywhere, or it is just keep moving up and down, that is choppiness, right? Where no bot or no analyst or anybody can make profits if market turns into that situation. But either to reduce the loss or to avoid unnecessary trades during that, you have two options or two alternate options: changing the time frames or changing the candlestick pattern. Instead of Fibonacci, you will use Ninja Renko. Let me go through the questions. If your risk profile is high, you can start with 5-minute time frame. Yeah, you need to open two different charts, right? If you want to, for example, on one you want to use, right? For example, here what I'm doing, I used ES alpha spectrum. Again, you can right click and do a duplicate in new tab. In the second tab, I am using RC alpha momentum. Right, in the third tab, right here I am using Fibonacci. Right here, what I did, I just changed it to Ninja Renko pattern. But yeah, for each strategy, you need to have a separate chart, and then you can enable the strategy. But right, for example, if I am connecting to some Sim 101 or Apex account on strategy 1, right, you should not connect to Apex 1, right, the same account in the second strategy, because here it may give buy at a different time, here it may give a sell at a different time. So these two strategies, right, will, here it may open a buy and the other one may open a sell, and your position will get closed. So if you have two different charts with two different strategies, don't use the same account. You have to use maybe Apex 101 with ES spectrum and Apex 102 with ES momentum. Right? Whether you have Fibonacci or Ninja Renko, it is up to you. But don't use the same account on both the strategies with the same symbol, because if this is opening ES long, if this is closing ES long, then right, then you have a conflict between both the strategies because they have different logic, they work in different way. So there might be a scenario where this might be, this may want to take quick profits, this may want to wait for some time before taking a profit. So always use two different accounts when you have the same symbol on two different charts. Then you can enable two charts. Only thing is, yeah, use a different. I have back tested with custom trading hours. Okay. Again, it should not have any issue whether you back test with right strategy analyzer. Right. For example, I am using a custom time frame. Right. Instead of executing all the time, I want to use only, let us say, US equities time frame. And I want to select something like, let us say, crude oil. And I want to use, let us say, Ninja Renko. And let's say I want to use 12/4 configuration. Right. So basically, one of the members asked, can I use a custom time frame, right? Which you can configure whatever time frame you want the trades to be executed. You can configure it, which I explained in the previous sessions how to do it. So if you do that, still your back test will work fine. Right, you can do all those things. You can say that, okay, I want to run only between 9 to 11 central. I want to see how much profit I make, how much loss. Right? So you have tool which will help you for 80% of it. You have to only do 15 to 20% now. So just yeah, put that effort, and once you set up all these things, then you don't have any issues, right? Because right, market was in a good trend, and if we try to explain all these things in one session, you will get confused. So we are giving piece by piece, so you understand clearly, like, okay, what are Heikenhashi, what is 5 minute, what is 2 minutes, what is Ninja Renko, what is choppy condition, what is uptrend, what is downtrend. Right, let me read the next question in meantime. Yeah, the timing I'm talking is in CST. Yeah, if you completed your entering a Google form with the machine ID, we will provide you the access and let you know in the channel. Yeah, whenever you install something new, just close Ninja and restart, and you should be able to see those Renko. So 8/4 is basically like, right, how many bricks it need to weight, and what is the sensitivity. Right, for Ninja Renko, we already shared the right files which you have to import. So how to import? Again, it is the same process, just like whenever you want to import a import a new bot. Same thing, you will go here, import, click on Ninja Script add-on, and then just select the files which I shared in the channel. So all those Ninja Renko charts will be added to your system. Ninja Renko, you don't have 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Ninja Renko works on the brick size. So only Heikinashi, you can change it to 2 minutes for bot 1, or you will change it to 15 minutes for bot 2. Whereas if you are using Ninja Renko, just you put the configuration like 8x4 or right, which I'll share in the channel. Yeah, candles required, you can keep it at 2. If there are no trades being done, basically see whether you are Ninja and Rhythmic, right? First point is you have to make sure you follow that steps in the Apex email and complete your, right? This is your Rhythmic Pro. And then this is your Ninja Trader. Both of them should be connected with each other. And once that is done, then you can install the bot and configure the charts, all those things. But for that one, you have the prerequisite is these two must be up and running. If they are up and running, then everything will be fine. And if you have problems with that, connect with the Ninja support team. They will help you, right? Because Ninja is not our product. We cannot help if you have a problem installing Ninja platform, or if you're right. Once you install Ninja and Rhythmic, and if you have problem in adding the bots or configuring the bots, or if you are not seeing something right, then we can help you with the bots. Right, yeah, Ninja is very good for crude oil, gold, all those things where you will have a clear trend. So for small moving tickers, Ninja Renko is the best one. Right, don't use it on NQ. There will be a lot of volatility with NQ. But any slow, right, even ES, EMD, such type of tickers, Ninja Renko is best, right? Because it is like a trend, right? It just they will move up 2-3 points up, or they will go down, right? They are not volatile like NQ, moving 100 points up, 100 points down quickly. Yeah, you have to install the Ninja Renko files which I shared, and then only you will see that in the chart configuration. I'll share like which ones you have to use for crude oil, GC, which Ninja Renko configuration you need to use. Yeah, Ninja Renko chart, you have to install the files which I shared in the Ninja Renko, the Ninja Automation channel. Net again about trading during night times. As I mentioned, you can use Ninja Renko charts during night time also. But right again, if there is volume, yeah, it is better to use Ninja Renko compared to using Heikinashi during night times. If you want to trade during night time, there is definitely little risk involved. But if you are trading, then yeah, use Ninja Renko. So minimum it won't take up and down trades. It will just wait for a big move before changing its direction. You can use Ninja Renko for both the bots, right? Whether you use bot 1 or bot 2, you can use Ninja Renko. If market is moves to a good uptrend or downtrend direction, then Heikinashi will work best. If market is in a choppy type of situation, or market is just going up and down, then Ninja Renko is the best one. Basically, it will wait for certain time based on the brick size you are defining. It will wait, and then it will take a decision to change the direction or not. Right, it won't. So the algo will not just take a decision based on, for example, when if you are enabling a new strategy, immediately after one candle, it will not take a buy or sell. It will minimum wait for 2 candles, and then it will see, okay, is the overall market direction going up or down, and then it takes a decision. Yeah, I will share what configuration you need to use for Renko candles for each ticker. For gold, you have to put something. For crude oil, you have to put something. Okay, how to set the profit and stop loss targets? Right, let me go back to the chart. For example, when you enable a strategy, you have something where you can define based on the tick. What do you mean by tick? For example, if you take ES, right, every move is like a 25 points move, right, a 25 cents move from 12. Let us say it is 4,500. It won't directly go to 4,501. It will go to 4,500.25. From there it will go to 4,500.5. So that means every tick is 25 cents move, and every point move is $50, right? If ES moves from 4,500 to 4,501, and if you're taking a long, that means you made $50 profit. That means every tick, so for every point move, it has to move 4 times up. So each tick is like $12.5. So here you are defining your target and stop loss based on the ticks. That means it is 40 ticks, right? 4 ticks is 1 point. So 40 ticks is like 10 points. I am saying that if ES moves up by 10 points, close the trade. Or if ES goes down by 40 ticks, that means if it goes down by, right, 1:1 risk reward ratio. If it goes by 10 points less, I want to take stop loss and close the trade. Or if it goes up by 40 ticks, I want to take profit, right? Or so if you want to just do 1:2 risk reward, right? If it goes down by 5 points, right? 20 ticks for ES is like 5 points because every point is 4 ticks for ES or NQ, right? For crude oil, it generally moves from, right, every 10 cents, right? 1 point every cent, right? From 80.93 it goes to 80.94. From 80.94 it goes to 80.95. So 1 point is $1,000. But within 1 point it will have 100 ticks. So that means every tick is $10. So when you are saying 40 ticks, it is like if it moves from 80.81 to 80.6, then you are taking a stop loss. Or if it moves from 81 to 81.4, you are taking a profit. Like that, based on each ticker, you have a tick size for every ticker associated. You can define, right? For example, if it is a big event today, there can be a big moves up and down. I don't want to put any right target on the day, right? I will disable this because there might be, if tomorrow if there is a good news with FOMC, there might be a 200, 300 point move on NQ. I don't want to just restrict to a 40 points, right? The ES may move 30, 40 points up. Or if there is a bad news that they are increasing much rate hikes, there might be a 40 point down or with ES or 300, 400 points drop with NQ, right? If you enable this, you are restricting that I want to take my profit and close it. Right? If there is a big event today, I won't, right, enable that. But you can keep this one based on your account size. For example, you have a 50K Apex account. You want to take like maybe 40 ticks or 50 ticks as your stop loss. If I have a 300K account size, right, I am okay to take little more risk, right? Because if you take, you are waiting for some more time so that it may bounce back, right? So that's why you understand based on your account size, which Apex account size you have, how much, right, at what sort of situation, if your account is close to evaluation, or is it just starting now? So based on those factors, you can decide. Initially, you can go with 1:1 risk reward, right? For example, I want to go with 60 ticks up, or right, or let us say 50 ticks up and 50 ticks down. That means 12 points up or 12 points down, right? On a good, yeah, trending day. If it is a choppy day, I may say, right, let me go with just 40 and 20. So based on the ticker, based on the type of day, whether it is a good trending day, if it is a trending day, I won't even keep target profit enabled. I want to, because, right, when choppy situation, we may lose small amounts, but when there is a big day, we may make huge profits. So whatever you lose on 2 or 3 choppy days, one day you will make on a trending day like tomorrow. We don't want to lose bigger gains. So I won't enable anything on those big days. I will only put a stop loss. Or if I want to take more risk, I will, right? You can also disable, right? So that you think like either there will be a big up move or down move. Market makers will sometimes try to bring it down and then again they will take it up. That's where this stop loss will hit and you will go out of the position and then it will go up, right? That's what happened today morning if you saw, right? Even though it was very good news with retail sales, they brought it down and then again it went up. ES and Q, everything went up very well. So that's how, right? Based on your risk profile, you can define, or based on the day, based on the ticker, based on your FX account size, you can go with the 1:1, or you can go with 1:1.5 initially, right? 1:1 means if you have 40 ticks here, 40 ticks here. 1:1.5 means if you have 60 here, 40 ticks here. Or 1:2 means you are risking 40 ticks, you are okay to take 80 ticks. That is where you are okay to lose one to gain two points. Or so in that way, there might be some trades, happy days where we may lose, but one big day you will make all those losses. Yeah, right. That is the advantage. Um, Going back to the chat. Right, you have the tool, you have entire control, right? We are sharing all the tips and everything. You see like how it works for you, or right, what is the best way based on so many factors, right? As I mentioned, based on your Apex account size, based on if you want to take low risk, you are a low risk trader, just to trade between 9 to 11, where there will be a lot of volume, right? Whether there will be big up move or down move. You don't need to trade the entire day, right? You just enable the bot between 9 to 11 and there will be good volume. Generally during that time, 8:45 Central to 11 Central, there will be good volume, right? You may make some $100-200 profit. That's it, close for the day. I'm looking at other questions. How to set up 5.1 bot. You can add micros or minis. So when you go here, right, when you go to this tools, new chart, right here, when you click here, you have, if you want minis, you select these futures. Then you have all these EMD, ESG, CNG, everything, whatever futures you want, you can select. Or if you want micros, right, which will come with the low risk, right, you can take MGC, which is like 1/10 of the profit or 1/10 of the risk. That means you are not in a risk to hit the stop loss if you start with these micros, right? Initial days you can start slow, and then once you gain more confidence, once your laptop is perfectly configured, then you can go with minis. So these are micros here, these are minis here. You need to use Ninja trading platform, and if you are using Apex, then basically they provide the license and everything. They provide the data. Ninja Renko, we already shared the files in the channel, in the automation channel. So when you enable a strategy for the first time, right, all the other traders might be already in a long position. But for you, it will wait for 1 or 2 candles to take a position. So that means you are not in sync with all the other traders who already enabled it. So that's why it will show sync as false for you until you are in a trade. So don't worry if it is shows as sync as false because you just enabled the strategy. So again, right, if you are starting new on Apex, start with simulation account, right, which is like your paper account, and then start with micros and then go with minis. Yeah, sim is nothing but your Ninja paper account. It is nothing related to Apex, right? Simulation, just like your Thinkorswim or IBKR or everything comes with a paper account. Ninja Trader also comes with these sim accounts. You can create as many sim accounts you want. You can create sim ES, sim NQ, sim GC, sim CL, like that. Whatever you want, you can create. And Apex starts with Apex, and then it will have a number, and you can have up to 20 Apex accounts. Right, because yeah, if you are enabling 40 ticks, so ticks is different and points is different. So ES 1 point is 4 ticks. So that's why if ES moves by 10 points, it will close the trade. Apex performance account stop loss also works same in the same way like your evaluation account. Yeah, already our YouTube has all the videos related to Ninja trading about what is Apex, how to generate the machine ID, how to configure the bots, what are the parameter settings you need to do. Everything is recorded and already there in the YouTube channel. If you don't want to avoid closing at 10 points, you just disable it or increase instead of 40 ticks, you keep it 60 ticks, then it will wait for 15 points. You can save the workspace when you add a new chart. You can you can go here and save the workspace so that it will, whenever you open next time, just if you click on the workspace, it will open all the charts again. Every time you don't need to create the charts. Yeah, if there is a trend is going on and right, but Apex they want to close the trades. Better you close the trades before 4 p.m. Central. And generally, right, first few hours once market opens, unless there is a catalyst, big news, there won't be much volume. You better wait until 9 or 10 p.m. where you may start seeing some volume. But most of the time, the volume will be very less. It will be choppy between 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., 10 p.m. unless there is any news. You're right, yeah, because there is, right, as I told, there is no movement during this time, so you won't see any trades during this time. Right, two accounts means 250K accounts. Yeah, you can put a fixed profit target and stop loss. It is up to you. If you want only 40 ticks profit, 40 ticks stop loss, you can just, right, you can always enable that as default. So on the chart, if you want to zoom or something, you can go to the chart and right, if you do like this, basically it will, if you want to see, right, you can either bring the time closer or you can move it further. Your chart will. If you watch the previous videos, we explained how to configure the bots, the timings. Mm. Yeah, again, our team, right, worked for nearly last 7 to 8 months, right? Their combined experience is over 20 years old, and they are working on more strategies for swing trading, right? And it is not only for futures, you can use for stocks, you can use for, right, for example, let us see Tesla, right? If you are in 15 minutes, the algo gives sell somewhere around, right, 240 itself, or if you use on a daily time frame, algo gave sell at $300 itself, right? Even before the earnings day, I told, right, yeah, Tesla will go down. So from 300 to 230, right? So the algo can be used for stocks or options or for futures. But if you are using Apex, you can only do for futures. But if you have your individual accounts, then you can also, right? If you have a Ninja Trader individual account, then you can also use for all other instruments. If your evaluation account hits a stop loss, then either you can reset immediately, or right, you have to pay certain fee to Apex, or you have to wait until the end of the month for the renewal to happen, right? That 1 month, once it completes 1 month, it automatically gets reset. So if it is close to that 1 month, you don't need to do a reset, right? Because automatically it gets reset. Yeah, for swing, right, we are working on some strategies where it will only take long position, right? We are coming up with, right, and also, right, we started with Ninja because members can use with Apex, but we are also bringing right, indicators and strategies for Thinkorswim, for IBKR, for all platforms. So anyone with any trading platform, if they want to use, they can just use it on all the platforms. Ninja, the advantage is you don't need to have any of your money, you can use these funded firms like Apex and others. Yeah, the future bots will have only like long, right? For example, if you have stocks strategy, it will only take long. Whenever it sees it is at a good buy position, it will take a buy and it will just close. It won't do a short. No, trail stop loss will not work in these strategies because, right, these algos work based on the candle close. If there is a trail stop loss for every tick, it has to calculate whether it has to keep moving the stop loss and all those things with which all the performance will get impacted. No, forex Apex is not right. There are other brokerage firms who will do forex or other funding firms. We will introduce one by one, right? First, Apex is the number one, so we introduced Apex, but there are a lot of other firms which you can use with forex also. How to create an account? You will have videos from Apex on how to create your Ninja account and other things. How to create Apex account? I did a video. Okay, you have to use simulation option if you are connecting Apex and Ninja. Uh, Yeah, if you watch a video, yeah, I created a video on how to create evaluation account. Or basically, right, yeah, you watch like the video on the funded program. You will see all the steps. Right, if your profit in your Apex is not changing, that means you might have selected a SIM account here in the chart, right? Here, you have to select something like an Apex account. If I have Apex account, I'll select Apex account, then your trades will happen. But if you have something like a SIM account and you are taking buy and sell, your Apex will not increase the profits. So your SIM is your paper accounts from the Ninja Trader. Okay. Yeah, to get the strategy performance, you need to go to the Ninja Control Center, go to Tools, sorry, go to New, go to Strategy Analyzer. There you can give all the options, right? Okay, which strategy you want to test and what you want to test, right? I want to test this one, whether you want to test with crude oil, gold, NQES, you have to select all those options, which candle type, whether you want to test with Heikinashi or and which time frame, last 3 months, last 6 months, last 1 year, last 1 month, whatever you want, you can select all those things and do a run. Yeah, I think we answered all the questions. So if there are any members who have setup issues, they can stay back. Everyone else can disconnect now. If you already completed um, your Ninja and Rhythmic setup, right? If you have any issues there, either you can contact Apex support or Ninja support. Once you complete that, if you have problems with the bots, setting up the bots, we can help you there. But if you have, right, basically immediately once you sign up to Apex, they will send an email with the username, password. They will send a link with all the steps, step by step. Just you have to follow that. You have to install Rhythmic, then you have to install Ninja, then you have to connect both of them. That's it. There is a clear instruction. So if you follow that, it will be very easy to complete, right? Because that takes 30 to 40 minutes for that setup, and that is not our product. We cannot support on helping you to configure Ninja, and right, we are planning to do that as a service for any non-IT users. But for now, we'll focus on helping you with the bot setup. If somebody completed all the Ninja and Rhythmic configuration, but if they are having issues connecting to the bots, we can help you there. If Apex is saying 10 contracts, that means at a time you can take up to 10 minis or 100 micros. It is not that within the 10 contracts you have to complete, but at one time you can take that many contracts. If you see very good setup, you can take 10 contracts and within one trade, you can complete the target like that. Yeah, you can close, you can hide the buy and sell text in the Ninja charts. You can right click properties and you can just change the color to white. We have a Ninja automation channel where we shared all the files, where we share all the updates. I'll post that link again. Right, everyone already has the algo access on their systems. That's why we are not streaming on the mirror channel, because on your laptop itself you have ES or NQ, whichever ticker you want to see, you can do that. Yeah, we shared a new bot files yesterday also, and today we'll be sharing one more version because some of the users are getting this .NET error. We got the fix from the Ninja team, and we'll be sharing that. Yeah, once your evaluation, right, once you make that 3,000 profit on a 50K account, and once you complete 7 trading days, you will receive an email from Apex saying that congratulations, and they will send you a contract for the performance account. As of now, they have only save 50, which is for 50% off. You can use the link and use save 50, which will give 50% discount on the monthly plan. Yeah, if you want to do 2 or 3 contracts, you can do through order handling. Right, yeah, all the information is there in the first video I shared about the funding program, where I told, right, how much you have to make for which account, how much profit you have to make, what is the stop loss, everything. You can use bots to clear evaluation for performance, for your real-time trading, everything. Yeah, you can send a message. We will add you to the automation channel if someone is not there in the automation channel. Right, again, the objective is, right, how to deal with choppy scenarios. Alternate for bot 1, you will reduce the time frame. For bot 2, you will increase the time frame if you want to continue using Heikinashi, or you can just move from Heikinashi to Ninja Renko setup. Right, those are the two solutions to either to make gains in the choppy or to reduce the losses. If there is uptrend or downtrend, you don't need to worry at all. If either they go up or down, we'll make nice gains. So there are situations where, right, yesterday, today after 11 a.m., it went into choppy mode, right, which I informed in the morning itself that because tomorrow we have FOMC, market will be choppy. Or you can just disable 1 day before these major events. You can also just disable if you don't want to take any risk. Yeah, we'll also be, right, renting out our indicators on TradingView also soon. So first our focus is get all these strategies on Ninja, and then we'll be doing it on various other platforms, including TradingView. Yes, you have to, yeah, do the same thing. You have to import Ninja Renko, just like how you did for Alpha Spectrum and Alpha Momentum. These bots are not free. For first 2 weeks, they are free. After 2 weeks, you have to pay monthly charge. Right, we did nearly 7 to 8 months of hard work developing all those things. Right, yeah. So few members completed, right, 6 million account, right. Yesterday, one of our members completed 300K on 20 accounts. So 6 million, right? There is no way we can invest our own 6 million. But on 6 million on 20 accounts, even if you make $100 every day, when there is a strong setup, right? When you that $100 on 20 accounts is $2,000 per day, right? You don't need to take a lot of trades. Just one trade is enough. So yeah, just you need to have patience to explore and then create your own rule. Maybe if 2 minutes is working, 3 minutes is working, right? Based on, right, it is reducing 80%. You have to only do 20%. If you say that I don't want to, I want 100%, then, right, if a bot can do 100%, then it will be millions of dollars for every month, right? The market makers will pay millions of dollars if something can work in every scenario. Yeah, we'll be doing some sessions with all those users who completed right, the successfully the evaluation and other things. So you can hear from them like the tips and suggestions. Right, he is basically seeing whenever there is a news, he is going the big. Whenever it is a normal day, he is taking it slow. That is the biggest. So if there is a news based on the catalyst, you know that okay, it is a good news. Then yeah, go with 3, 4 contracts. Right, you can connect 20 charts to 20, right, 20 different FX accounts. So bot will take trades on all 20 at same time. You don't need any software to copy. So No, on this Apex allows news also. On PA also they right. Yeah, few members are getting that agile.net error and the fix is ready. We'll be providing the latest files. The SIM101 is your Ninja account, not the Apex account. So you should see a account starting with Apex. There will be a separate account. SIM101, SIM102, all those are accounts within the Ninja. So yeah, everyone can drop off. If you have any setup issue after right installing your Rhythmic and Ninja, please stay back.